Do you think index and log is one difficult topic to do? Wait, don't answer that question first. Answer me right after this video. Index and log. Okay, ini adalah satu topik yang cikgu dapati selalu ramai pelajar bagi tahu saya, cikgu, index log saya tak faham langsung cikgu what is happening. Okay, don't worry, we will get through that. Kita akan fahamkan benda tu. But before we start this topic, there are few things saya nak kamu faham. Number one, apa yang cikgu nak kamu faham adalah, it's very simple thing yang saya nak kamu faham ya. The flow of the topic. How does this topic happen? Like index dan log. Okay, you kena faham. Sebab apa cikgu topik ni bukan index dan coordinate geometry? Sebab apa ini bukan index dan function? Sebab apa dia index dan log? So because that is a workflow yang kalau saya nak kamu faham. So what workflow am I talking about? It's very simple. First, that is index. Okay, so apabila kamu ada masalah index, apa yang akan berlaku adalah you try to solve all the problems by using index method and laws of index. Kamu ada hukum-hukum index, kamu akan gunakan hukum-hukum itu dan kamu akan cuba selesaikan soalan itu menggunakan cara index. So there is one point of time bila kamu cuba selesaikan masalah itu, there will be a part where you can solve the question menggunakan cara index. So kalau kamu boleh selesaikan soalan itu menggunakan cara index at that point of time, that's good. So soalan tu sudah settle, kamu telah pun cari jalan penyelesaian dia. You already find the solution. But there are sometimes you cannot solve using the index method. You cannot solve it. You just simply cannot solve it. So what we do now? That's where we convert the question daripada index pergi ke mana? Log. So once we go to the log, there we have log punya hukum log ataupun log laws and principles. So kita cuba selesaikan guna cara log and definitely we can find the answer. So this is the flow. The question start from index. We try to solve by using index method. If we cannot solve, we jump to log and then we solve it using log method. See, the question can be like from any point. It's not necessary that they start from index and you have to solve it by using log. You can start in index, you can finish in index. Sometimes you start in log, even you can go reverse, go to index and you can solve it by using index method. So this is what basically we're going to learn. So there's two things, index and log. Number one, we need to know what are the basic principles of index. Apakah hukum-hukum index yang asas, and then we will do some questions. Cikgu sudah ajar kamu the flow of the topic, right? From index, it's going, we cuba selesaikan guna cara index, and then once we cannot solve there, we straight jump to log, and then we solve using log method. So sekarang, before we go to index of this part, apa yang cikgu nak buat adalah, I want to make sure you know all the basic stuff of index. Kita ada 6 hukum. We got 6 rules or 6 laws of index. So let's have a look at all these laws now, okay? So starting from here, the law number 1 that you need to know in index is, it's like this. Let's say if I have p power 2 and then I times with p power 3, then I should get p power, this is 2, because of this is times, yang ni 3, 2 plus 3. That's how I do it, alright? So 2 times 3, p2, p power 2 times p power 3 is p power 2 plus 3. That's the first thing we need to know. Okay, rule number 2 adalah if p power 5 divide by p power 2, then it should be p power 5 minus 2. If it is divide, then kita buat apa? Kita buat minus, alright? So the third rule will be, let's say cikgu bagi kamu p power negative 1. Ini bermaksud 1 per p. So it's negative 1. Kalau kita nak tukar negative 1 dalam bentuk yang lain, so it's going to be 1 over p. That is rule number 3. Third rule. Okay, and then hukum yang keempat adalah, let's say cikgu ada p power 2 dan dekat luar sini ada 3. That means what? That means p power, bila cikgu buka kurangan these 2 and 3, you must multiply. So 2 times 3 is 6. And then rule number 5 is, let's say cikgu bagi awak P and then Q, dekat luar sini ada power 3 katakan. So let's say you have power 3 here. When we open the bracket, we're gonna get like P power 3 and also Q power 3. So that means the 3 must be times with this P and then also Q. So dia kena untuk dua-dua, the power should be for both. Alright, let's look for number 6. Let's say I got P over Q and then the power here is 4 for example. So when I open up this bracket, I'm gonna get P power 4 over Q power 4. Alright, so itu adalah hukum-hukum index yang basics yang kamu mesti kena tahu kalau kamu nak score. So once we know this hukum already, next I'm going to give you some important tips untuk index. See, when you do index, I know what is your problem. You punya masalah adalah, cikgu saya tak tahu nak buat apa. What is next? Where I need to move the questions to? Awak tak ada direction, you kena follow yang mana. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you very important tips coming up. So the number one tips in index and log yang cikgu rasa a lot of students never look serious into it is very simple. Have a look at this. Okay, the rules yang cikgu ajar kamu tadi, the things that I teach you just now, P power M times P power N, jawapan dia adalah apa? P kita boleh simplify ni M plus N, right? We can do M plus N. That's what we can do, right? Okay. I want you to notice one important thing. See, all the rule that we learn in index, there's one common thing in all the rules. What is that? See, this is what we call as the base. The base should be same in order to plus if it is multiply. Kalau dibahagi kita tolak, base dia kena sama, barulah kita boleh apply konsep-konsep ini dalam index. Betul ke tidak? So that's the most important tip. Whenever you get any question dalam you punya index, all you need to do is look at the base. The base should be same. So bila kamu tak tahu apa nak buat, you should drive the question towards to that part. It means you must make the base become same. Kamu kena buat base dia jadi sama. Kalau base dia tak sama, so let me jump into some questions yang ada base yang sama dulu, and then we look into the questions yang tak ada base yang sama. Let's jump into the questions. Alright pelajar, so let's jump into some questions. Kalau kamu lihat di sini, I got about like 4 questions untuk awak. So let's try to do these questions. Okay, the first thing I want you to notice is these questions is all simplify questions. Maksudnya apa? Simplify maksudnya kamu hanya boleh permudahkan. You cannot solve. Kalau kamu nak solve, you must have equal to something. Alright, so dalam soalan ini kita tak ada equal to something, so arahan dia adalah hanya apa? Simplify. If it is simplify question, the first thing I want you to look at is the base. Is the base same? 4 sama kan? So if the base is same, then we can do the index rules. Kita boleh buat law of indices dalam soalan ni. So kalau base dia sama, dia darab, apa yang kita kena buat? Kita kena tambah. So what we do? For base dia sama, the power is n, darab maksudnya tambah n plus 2. See, here is n plus 2. So n plus n plus 2. So what we gonna get? For the power of 2n plus 2. So itu adalah jawapan anda. It just simplifies. So we just stop it there. Okay. So next, let's have a look at question B. Dalam question B, is the base is same or not? 999. Same kan? Kalau base dia sama, then kita boleh simplify straight. How do we do that? Simple. Kalau times plus, So we gonna have 9, 2n minus 2 plus with here berapa? 3n plus dengan n plus 5. That's what we do. So kalau kita nak selesaikan dekat sini, kita akan dapat 2n minus 2. We simplify 2n plus 3n plus n. So 2n plus 3n is 5n plus n is 6n. So 9 power 6n. Negative 2 plus 5 is positive 3. So ini adalah jawapan anda untuk soalan B. Alright. So now let's look at question C. So dalam question C, we got 2 and 2. So they are the same base. Kalau base sama, if you notice in the middle, kita ada apa? Bahagi. Kalau bahagi, divide, we need to minus, right? So we write 2. The power here is 3n plus 2. 3n plus 2. Divide maksudnya minus class 1. Important thing, minus this whole thing. Semua di sini. So apa yang kita kena buat adalah letak dia dalam kurungan. N minus 4. That's how we must do. Jangan salah tulis minus n minus 4. It is wrong. Kena ada kurungan dekat sana. So what we gonna do here? It's gonna be 2, 3n plus 2 minus n. And minus buka kurungan jadi apa? Become positive 4. So 3n minus n, you're gonna have 2n, and then 2 plus 4, you're gonna have 6. So that will be your final answer for this. Okay, let's have a look at the final question dekat sini. D, kita cuba buat soalan ni. Everything have the same base, right? So we can write it all together, simplify. Kita boleh buat apa? 5, power dia n plus 1, divide maksudnya minus, and this is what? 2n. Usually don't forget to put your bracket, and then divide maksudnya minus this whole thing also in the bracket, 2n minus 3. So now what you're going to have? 5 power n plus 1 minus 2n minus 2n, negative become positive 3. So that's most important here, right? So 5 power n minus 2n is negative n, minus 2n is negative 3n, 1 plus 3 is plus 4. That is your answer. Alright, let's jump into a few other questions. So in this set of questions, apa yang cikgu nak buat, what I'm going to do is something a little different. Just now we did all the questions with the same base, kan? So sekarang cikgu nak buat soalan dengan base yang berbeza. Alright, so let's have a look at this question. Okay, we have 8 and then we have 4. Definitely they are not from the same base. If they are not from the same base, then we cannot do the index method. So what we need to do is we need to make the base become same first. So what we can do with the 4 and the 8, we can make them to become to the common base, which is base 2. Okay, so 2 power something I can get 8, and 2 power something I can get 4. Some people they ask me, sir, why I cannot change the 8 to 4? Okay, actually 4 power something you cannot get 8. 4 power 2 is already 16. So in order to make the base same, we need to make it like a power of something. For example, 8 is 2 power 3, then it can get 8, right? So now outside here I have 3n plus 2. I just write 3n plus 2 outside. I haven't settled that yet. I'm only changing the 8 to 2 power 3. So now the 4 changed to the base of 2 power 2, and in the bracket I'm going to write n plus 2. That's what I do, right? So now what I'm going to do, I just try to solve this. You know, in the rules of index, when we have a number outside and a number inside here, we can multiply the powers, right? So we're going to have 2 power 3 times 3 is 9n plus 3 times 2 is 6. Multiply with 2 power 2 times n is 2n plus 2 times 2 is 4. That's what we get. Okay, next up, what we need to do? So it's 2 and 2, same base. Now, can you simplify the power? Can. That's what we need to do. So we write here 2. The power here is 9n plus 6. Multiply means we need to plus with these numbers, 2n plus 4. So when you simplify, 9 plus 2 is 11. 2 to the power of 11n plus 6 plus 4 is 10. So that will be your answer for this question. Alright, so when we get this correct, what we do? The next question, obviously, let's try the next question, B. We got 3 and 9. Obviously, they are not from the same base, right? But we can make the base become same. So 3 and 9, we change it to base 3. That's correct. So what we're going to do? 3 power 2n minus 3 divide by the 9. I change the power of 3, base 3, right? So base 3 power 2 become the 9. And then we got 9 plus 2 over here. Correct or not? So now let's try to simplify this. I'm going to have 3. The power is 2n minus 3. Divide 3. Okay, and what we're going to do here? Multiply 2 times n, 2 times 2. So we're going to have 2 power n, 2n, plus 4. That's what we're going to get. So 3 and 3, now they have become the same base. We can simplify this. Divide means minus the whole thing. So 3 power 2n minus 3. Divide means minus this whole thing, which is 2n plus 4. Itu yang kita buat. Betul ke tidak? So sekarang kita permudahkan ni. 3 power 2n minus 3 minus 2n and minus plus become what? Minus 4. So your final answer will be 3 power 2n minus 2n. Oh, 2n and 2n is gone. It's 0. There's no n there. Negative 3 minus 4 is negative berapa? 7. So that should be your answer. Let's have a look at question C. So we got 9, we got 3, we got 27. Obviously, all three numbers are not from the same base. So what we're going to do? Change it to the same base. What base is that? It's base 3. So what we're going to do here? 3 power 2 is 9. So outside here, I got n plus 2. And then this is already 3. And the power is 2n minus 9. And 27 is 3 power 3. That's right. So multiply with 3 power 3, 2n plus 6 over here. Okay. So let's try to solve. Now we already have all the same base for 3 numbers here. So we can simplify this. What we can do? 2 times n is 2n. I just straight away write answer. 2 times n is 2n. And 2 times 2 is 4. Divide means minus, right? Divide means minus 2n minus 9. Is it correct? I made a mistake. What is that? We have to have a bracket over here. Don't forget a bracket. And then multiply means we plus 3 times 2n is 6n plus 3 times 6 is 18. That's what we get. So we try to solve this now. So 3 power, it's 2n plus 4. Let me open the bracket. Minus 2n plus 9 because negative become positive plus 6n plus 18. So if we want to write the final answer, 2n minus 2n is gone. And then we have 6n here, we write 6n. And a 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 plus 18 is 31. That should be your final answer. So 3 questions done. What's next? More questions coming up. Let's do it. So now let's do question number 3. Okay. So in question number 3, if you notice here, we got 5 power 6. And then outside the bracket, we got 3 over 2. So you know what to do, right? So these 2 and these 2, this 2 and 6. This one is multiply. This is multiply. So 2 and 6, you're going to get 3. 3 times 3 will be 5 power 9. That will be your answer. Okay. Next, let's have a look at this B. So 2 and the 6 you can cut. This is going to be 3. 3 times 3 is going to be what? 9. It's 5 power 3 times 3 is 9. It's the same answer as the first one. In fact, the 3 over 2 is inside, 6 is outside. This 3 over 2 is inside, 6 is outside. That's all. Okay, let's have a look at question C. Okay, now before I open the bracket, see, we always follow the rules of BODMAS. BODMAS tu apa? Kita kena selesaikan apa yang ada dalam apa dulu? Kurungan dulu, bracket dulu, betul tak? So apabila kita nak selesaikan apa yang ada dalam bracket, you have to look into this part first. Can you solve this? Boleh tak kita selesaikan benda ni? Boleh, because they have the same base, right? So we're gonna write here 2 power 3 times means plus 3 plus 5 is 8. Itulah apa yang kita akan dapat dalam kurungan. Sebab ikut BODMAS, dalam kurungan kena selesaikan dulu. And then kita akan ada negative 3 dekat luar. So this is multiply. So 2 power negative 3 times 8 is negative 24. That will be your answer for this. This is just simplify, so no need to find the final answer. Okay, have a look at question D now. So come back to the same thing again. 36, 216 and 6, are they same base? No, so we need to change the base become what? Same. Then only we can apply the law of indices. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make the base become same. So how do we do that? Okay, 6, 216, 36. I think we can change all to the base 6. So 6 power 2 will be 36, and outside here got 2. So here I will write 2. This is the number. This 2 is this one in the bracket. Okay. So 216 is actually 6 power what? 6 power 3 is actually 216. And then outside here we got 2. Divide by 6 power negative 3. So now all your base has become what? Same. So we can simplify this. 6 power 2 times 2 is what? 4. Times means we need to plus. With 3 times 2 is 6. Divide means minus. What is this? Negative 3. Make sure you write negative 3 like that. Alright. So now we can simplify this whole thing. 6 power 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 3. Negative negative become plus. Plus 3 will be what? 13. So that should be the final answer. So 4 questions is done. What's next? More questions. So now at question number 4, let's try this out. Okay, so we know 64, 4 and 16, they are not from the same base. So all we need to do, change it to the same base. What we need to do, this is going to be base 4. If this is base 4, 4 power what is 64? It's 4 power 3. You're going to get 64. And outside here, we got 2 over 3. And then this is going to be 4 power negative 3, and divide by 16 is 4 power 2, and outside here you got 5 over 2. So all we need to do, simplify. All the base has become same. So 3 and 3 you can cut. You're going to get 4 power 2 here. Multiply with 4 power negative 3, and then these 2 can simplify. Divide by 4 power 5. So what we do now? 2 plus negative 3. So 4 power 2 plus negative 3 minus 5. So 4 power 2 plus negative 3 is negative 1 minus 6. 5 is negative 6. That will be your answer for this. Alright. So let's go to question B now. 27, 81, 9. They are not from the same base. So change it to the same base. Base 3. So what we're going to do now? Base 3. Power 3 is 27, and outside here we got 5 over 3, and then divide means we're gonna do, okay, let me do divide first, then I don't want you to get confused. So 3 power what? We're gonna get 81. It's 3 power 4, we're gonna get 81, and the power will be negative 3 over 4, and this will be 9. 9 will be 3 power 2, and outside there we got 3 over 2. That's what we get. So we try to simplify this now. 3 and the 3 eliminate 3 power 5. Divide by 4 and the 4 eliminate 3 power negative 3 times 2 and the 2 eliminate 3 power 3. That's what we get. So all the base has become same. So now what we do, you know what to do. Boom, kita buat 3, 5, divide adalah tolak, negatif 3 di sini, times adalah tambah 3 di sini. So 5 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3 power 11. That should be your answer. We down to 2 more questions, C and D. Let's get it done. So in question C, we got 8 power 2 over 3. So we try to do this. The first thing what we need to do, look at the base. The base is not same. So kita nak jadikan base dia sama. So kita tukar kepada base berapa? Obviously base 2. So apa kita buat? 8 tu tukar kepada base 2. Dia akan jadi 2 kuasa 3 akan jadi 8. And then it's 2 over 3 dekat outside. Divide. 4 is 2 power 2. And then outside here we got 3 over 2. and then times 16 is 2 power 4. Outside here we got 3 over 4. Now kita cuba simplifikan benda ni. 3 and the 3 you can simplify, you're gonna get 2 power 2. Divide by 2 and 2 you simplify, you're gonna get 2 power 3, and then multiply with 4 and 4 you can simplify, you're gonna get 2 power 3 outside here. So did you notice all the base dah jadi sama? If all the base is same, now we can solve this question, right? 2 power 2 divide means minus, here got 3, and then times means plus, here got 3. So what you are gonna have? 2 power 2, and your answer can be right as 4, right? Your answer can be written as 4, okay? So now let's have a look at this question D now, question D. So in question D, we got 9 power, okay, the same thing, 9, 27, 81. They are not from the same base. So apa yang cikgu nak buat? I'm going to make the base become same. Simple as that. Make the base become same and it's all will flow, okay? So kita ada 9, 27, 81. So we change it to 3 power 2, which is negative 5 over 2 here. And then times 27 is 3 power 3. You can get 27. It's 4 over 3 outside here. And then divide with 81 is 3 power 4. And you can get 3 over 4 here, right? So let's try to solve this now. So the 2 and 2 can simplify. 3 power negative 5 times 3 and 3 simplify. 3 power 4 divide by 4 and 4 you can simplify, you can get 3 power 3. So now we can do this. How do we do that? 3 power negative 5 times is plus 4 minus 3. So 3 power negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. So this one you can even solve this. So this can be written as 1 over 3 power 4, right? And you're going to get 1 over 3 power 4 is what? 3 times 3, 9, 81. That will be your answer. You can write the answer as that. So we are down to this. Next, I got a few more examples to show you in this video. Let's go into it. So the next question, question number 5, another 2 more questions. Let's look into it. So 8 and 16, what is the first thing we need to do? The base is not same, make the base become same. So obviously I know this is base 2. So 2 power 3 is 8, and then here got 2n minus 3. And then times 16 is 2 power 4 is 16, and then n plus 4. That's what we get. So when we simplify this, the power we open up, 2 power 3 times 2 is 6n minus 9 times 2 power 4n plus 16. So the base is same. The power we can simplify using index. So what we're going to do, 2 power 6n minus 9 times is plus 4n plus 16. So you're going to have 2 power 6n plus 4n is 10n minus 9 plus 16 is positive 7. That will be your answer. Okay, 10n plus 7. Okay, let's look into one question here. Another one more question. Question number 5b. So this is 9, 27. Same base means we change it to base 3. So 3 power 2. Here we're going to have 2n plus 3. Divide means we're going to have divide here, and then later we will minus. It's 3 power 3 and the bracket 2n minus 5. When we simplify this, 3 power 4n plus 6 divide by 3 power 6n minus 15. That's what we're going to get. So 3 and 3, same base. How do we solve that? 3 power 4n plus 6 divide means minus. Remember, this whole thing must minus. So bracket 6n minus 15. So 3 power 4n minus 6n going to be negative 2n. And 6 minus negative 15 is plus 15. So 6 plus 15 going to be positive 21. That will be your answer for these 2 questions. So guys, we have done a lot of questions now, but wait, before we end this one, I want to do bonus question. Dan saya nak kamu betul-betul perhatikan, tumpukan 100% attention on this question. When you can solve this, we are done at index part. But let's have a look at those questions. Okay, there's something important to learn here. Kalau kamu lihat di sini, kita ada 125, 3n plus 9 times 25, 6n minus 3, 103. See, there's a lot of ways to do this question, but I will suggest you follow the BODMAS method. BODMAS maksudnya selesaikan dalam kurungan dulu. Ini adalah kurungan. Dalam kurungan kita ada 125 and 25. And how do we solve this? Simplify this. Kamu tahu base dia mesti kenapa? Sama. So obviously this is base berapa? 5. So this is going to be 5 power. How much is this? 1 to 5? 5 power 3. And then outside here we got 3n plus 9. Multiply with 25 is actually 5 power 2. And outside here we got 6n minus 3. That's what we get. See, this whole thing is still inside this bracket, and we have 1 over 3 outside the bracket. So now let's solve inside the bracket first. So you're going to have here 5 power 3 times 3 is 9n plus 3 times 9 is 27. Multiply with 2 times 6 is 12n minus 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. So the bracket is still outside, 1 over 3 is inside. So now the base has become same. We simplify the top part. We're going to have 5 power 9n plus, okay, it's going to be like 9n plus 27 plus 12n minus 6. That's what we're going to have inside the bracket, and 1 over 3 is the power outside the bracket. So apa kita buat? 9n plus 12n will be, 9 plus 12 will be 21. So we're going to have 21n here, and then plus 27 minus 6 is going to be 19. 27 minus 6 is, 21. It's going to be 21. So outside here, we will definitely have 1 over 3, the power. So now what we can do here, so it's 21n plus 21. This 1 over 3, when you multiply inside, you have to multiply with both numbers, right? So when you multiply with both numbers, you're going to have 5 power 21n times 1 over 3. The 3 and the 21 you can cut, you're going to get 7. So you will be getting with 7n here, and this will be plus another 7. That will be your final answer for this question. Alright, so pelajar, cikgu percaya kamu dapat some nice ideas. Alright, kamu dapat some idea how to do index and log question, but we haven't got to log yet. We only did the index and the basic parts. Okay, what am I saying basic? Jangan takut, it's actually basic means you already get a basic idea macam mana nak buat soalan-soalan index, but in index there could be another step up. Maksudnya dia ada soalan yang agak susah sikit, agak berbeza sedikit daripada konsep yang kita belajar, and that questions gonna come up in the next video. Cikgu tak nak buat dekat sini sekarang. I'm gonna make sure I leave with you with some confidence. Awak boleh buat soalan-soalan index. I believe you can do soalan-soalan index. So in the next video, cikgu akan buat apa? I will definitely do more index question supaya index question yang bukan sama macam ni. I'm gonna do more advanced index question. Soalan index yang agak berbeza sedikit daripada apa yang kita belajar, and you gonna learn a lot of new things in that video. So if you like my video, subscribe to my channel. More and more content I can deliver to you. I can transfer my knowledge to you and make sure you get good results in your exams. Alright, so that's it for today. That's it for this video. Harap kamu belajar benda yang baru hari ini. For more info, subscribe and like the video and share dengan kawan-kawan anda. Until I see you in the next video, take care. Bye bye.